waiting for the special first annual event of the Kaza Creator Awards 2023, a night of celebration for LARP creators. Tonight we'll be celebrating the most inspiring and most remarkable content that exists on the internet around live-action roleplay. Tonight, your host is going to be the one, the only, Kaza Marie. How's it going, everyone? Cheers to you, and happy Friday. Thank you all so much for joining me for this special event, the Kaza Creator Awards, an event that was cooked up in my mind during a time of restlessness for myself, a time where I felt like there was just not enough creating and celebration of creation, and I thought about all of the wonderful people who are out there creating content similar to my own, similar to my friends, out there having adventures and living their lives, slaying dragons and being the only one with all of the power in the world. And I wanted to celebrate all of the content that they create. And I want to say, first of all, thank you all for joining me tonight on this special evening. I know it's a little wild, right? An award show for LARP content creators, but this is something that is very important to me. As a content creator myself, I know the struggles that come with taking your camera out on the battlefield, and I'm here to honor and celebrate all of you who are out there kicking butt, kicking goblins, getting all the treasure, having all of the drama, and taking your camera alongside the journey with you. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight, and those of you who will be watching the VOD later, hello and welcome. I'm so happy that we're having a moment to honor the people that really just put their heart into LARP, and there is some things that I would like to say to you guys before we get completely started. A little bit of a disclaimer. First, I'd like to say that this event will not be perfect, and I'm so sorry about that. I tried my best, tried to open it up to everybody as much as possible, but as this is our first year running, like any LARP event, we're learning from our mistakes, so I hope you guys will bear with me as there will be some technical issues, spell packets thrown out of nowhere, probably, who knows, and we'll enjoy that myself and the others who contributed their votes tried their best to recognize all of the contributions that LARP content creators have made throughout the years that the internet has existed. There has not been, I think, a day on the internet that LARP didn't exist at some point, either in articles or some wild HTML website with caps on it that you had to click and then you were a part of it. You know, I don't know. We're not going to say what isn't or isn't a LARP here. We're just going to celebrate all that is. And I will say that there is one thing I would like to mention before we get started. This event is specifically for content creators and the people that make content around LARP, the content itself, the media assets, the LARP articles, the videos, the films. And unfortunately, that means that we will be cutting our time short away from being able to properly recognize the organizers who make these LARPs happen. So if you are watching at home and you're hanging out in the chat, can I just get some rounds of applause or some sweet emojis for the LARP organizers out there making these events happen? Without you guys, there would not be any kind of content for us to enjoy and get in there and make art about. So thank you all so much, LARP organizers, for everything that you do for us as players. Thank you, NPCs, for all of the wonderful volunteer work you all often do in order to help us tell our stories. Facilitators, that goes for you as well. LARP medical health professionals, all of you, everybody in between that is behind the scenes making LARP happen. I just want to take a moment to say thank you all so much, and thank you to our crowd in the chats who's giving us some claps. But thank you all for contributing with your claps, and thank you all for being here tonight on this Friday for the Kaza Creator Awards. Finally, I just wanted to explain just one last thing. Who am I? And what is this event and why am I doing it? One last time. So hello everyone, my name is Kaza. I've been making content for goodness, some time now, and I've been doing content around live action roleplay. When I first started LARPing, I was one in a few girls out of my entire LARP group, and not a lot of diversity existed in those spaces. As I continued to grow in that LARP space, I continued to connect with my fellow LARPers out there in the world, finding inspiration from the Turku Manifesto, Dogma 99, Nordic LARP Talks, and all of the LARPs that existed within my community and around my nation. And as the internet created more opportunities for us to explore one another, Facebook using its events to coordinate friends groups, to coordinate different friends groups into coming into these spaces. TikTok informing people about the easy ways to gain access to these spaces. All of the internet has really provided us a resource with being able to connect with one another at LARP. And I'm happy to say that LARP has grown so much in the past 10 years that I've been documenting it, and I'm so excited to be sharing this space finally with so many other content creators. When I first started LARPing, I think myself and LARP Forge and the Croatian LARPer were some of the only LARP content creators out there, and there have been so many people who have contributed to my stories being told and my success in telling other people's stories. So I just want to take a moment to recognize that and recognize the people who have been with me throughout my entire journey as a content creator. You've made this event happen in some way, because tonight we are going to be celebrating everyone else who has made content on the internet around live action roleplay. And this means so much to me because, again, we've all come out of a time. The past 3 years have been very grim and bleak, and there has not been as many access to LARP events as we once had back in 2019 and into, just 2019. So with an era of quietness in our space, I was able to dedicate a large amount of time to surfing the internet and looking up all of these wonderful creators, and many of them inspired me to get off of my butt and to do new things. And I really just felt this connection to all of these people who are making content about LARP, and that is what inspired me to do tonight, because we are a niche community of content creators making some wild and wacky content about a community that often does not want us making that content. So tonight I'm here to be your executive CEO that's come in to hand you a certificate to let you know of how proud I am of everything that you've done and all of the lives that you creators have touched in the LARP space. There are people who come to LARPs because they've seen your videos, and you have empowered so many people to go out there and try something new. I have met so many creators in my time, as well as I've met many people who have seen my own videos and have told me about how they have helped them. And I've heard from the votes that we had from our survey from so many people that lives were changed because of all of these different content creators. So I'm really excited to be celebrating all of you tonight. This is going to be a short PowerPoint presentation, and I won't lie, I did rip some of the content off the internet, ripped all the content off the internet, but this is for educational purposes to inform you all of these wonderful and talented creators. Though not everybody who was nominated will be taking an award home tonight, it is just so amazing to see the wide variety of people that are honored in the LARP spaces. And I hope that as each one of you see your names light up on the board, that you know that it was really hard at the final decision making to decide who would get to take home these awards. I really wish I could give them all to you guys, and maybe we'll find a way next year. I believe in it so much that we respect and honor everyone's contributions, because I see all of the hard work that you guys put into it. So that is my opening monologue. Many votes came in, few votes came in as well, and so some of the categories were scrunched together, as well as there were some categories created for people who ended up just entering in some things that needed to be recognized. At the end of the event, there will be an All-Stars in Between category where we'll take an opportunity to mention all the LARP MVPs that are out there. So thank you all again for joining me, and with that, I think we're going to get into our first category. And again, I will welcome all of you to the Kaza Creator Awards 2023, and I hope that you'll join me with your votes next year for the 2024 awards. The content category is the content itself. The creators behind it felt inspired to create something new for you and your families to enjoy in order to understand more about live action roleplay. The content category celebrates the channels and videos as well as assets that were brought together in order to represent different storytelling in LARP communities. For our first nomination, we have Most Inspiring LARP TikTok Channel. Our first nominee is LARP Ever After. Our second nominee is Fortune Foretold. Our third nominee, Momo O'Brien. Our fourth nominee, Grace Willow Crafts, and our fifth nominee, Jax the Bard. Each one of these content creators has truly inspiring content on their TikTok, and it is worth taking a look at their channels if you're looking for inspiration to sparkle into your mobile life. The winner of this category is Grace Willow Crafts. Congratulations, Grace Willow Crafts, in winning Most Inspiring TikTok Channel.
You're not planning on going into those woods alone, are you? Because trust me, the sun's about to go down, and you do not want to know what comes out at night. I'll tell you what, I am going to take you to a really good inn. I bet there's already a warm meal and a cold brew waiting for us. You can always adventure tomorrow. Trust me, it'll be fun.
Stella served her kingdom since she was small and worked her way to knighthood by her iron will and valiance in battle. Even in her success, it was only Stella's true love who gave her peace. Love softened Stella's edges and showed her warmth and compassion where few had before. Stella's serenity was shattered the night a mutiny took the life of her lover. Stella hunted the mob down and took care of them herself. She was sure her heart would stop hurting the moment they perished, but it didn't. Stella felt lonelier and more of a monster than she ever had before. Stella longs for the comfort and romance she once shared with her soulmate. No matter how much time she spends in the company of others, or how many innocents she helps, the hole in her heart and soul remains. She disguises her misery with a tender smile and strives to leave the world better than she left it. After all, it's what her love would have wanted her to do. Stella
like a raccoon in the garage.
Now, our next category is Most Inspiring LARP YouTube Channel. Our nominees are Uh-Oh Burns, Momo O'Brien, Lazy LARPer, also known as LARP Forge, Abby Pop, T Fortinka, and Nordic LARP Talks. Each one of these content creators has contributed a great mass of videos around live action roleplay on their YouTube channels, spawning from DIYs to how to get involved with their favorite events. Each one of these creators should get an award all in their own. Unfortunately, there can be only one. So for the Most Inspiring LARP YouTube channel, the winner is Uh-Oh Burns! Yes! Congratulations, Uh-Oh Burns, on your winning of the Most Inspiring LARP YouTube channel! Woohoo! And I have to say, this channel specifically is one of the ones that I found most inspiring, and I am so excited to see that my pal Piper has won this award. From teaching us about the differences, perspectives of a person of color, from how they get involved with Hobbit costuming. They are a wonderful content creator, and I look for them for inspiration all of the time. So congratulations, Piper, for winning the Most Inspiring LARP YouTube Channel Award. And thank you again for all the contributions in the LARP space that you make.
think there's a monster in my closet. Hear me out. Let's be honest. A lot of us are getting our 4th COVID shot, and we're going to LARPs that are predominantly outdoors to keep ourselves safe because we miss the roleplay experience, we miss LARP, and we really just want that feeling back, right? We want that immersion. But let's be even more honest, not all of us can do that. There are a lot of us who genuinely can't just take the shot, and even if it is outdoors, even if it is masked up, we can't risk it. That is where an experience like Claws comes in. Claws is from the Candle House Collective. They put on a couple of different on-the-phone events that are immersive and really collaborative. It is you, another person on the line, and the acting and effects are very nice.
And now for our next category. Most inspiring LARP video. We have Scam for so many stories, so little time. We have Con LARP for Kingdoms of Novias, message for the newbies reopening. We have T Dracula, sad stories exploring character death. We have T for Tinka, becoming a Jedi, Starfall Academy LARP review. Delore Creates, re-released Understanding Your LARP Character, The Haunting of Grey Manor. And Nordic LARP Talks, Dream a Little Dream with Me, Karen Edmond. And the winner of this category is T Dracula. Congratulations on winning the most inspiring LARP video. And let's take a sneak peek of that content that was so inspiring.
Hi there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that I've been AFK again. I've had things going on and time has really escaped me in the last few months. I've been traveling so much since the month of April, doing all these LARP events, and time has just become almost non-existent sometimes. I just go from place to place, country to country, region to region, just playing these games, and sometimes I forget that I haven't made a video in a while, and I feel bad, but I'm here now and I'm so ready to talk to you all again about something, once again, completely different from last time. Of course, I'm doing LARP stuff again, but I would love to talk to you all about something that maybe you have never thought about before, and something that maybe you've never thought that you would even experience. Today, I would really like to talk to you about something maybe a bit more serious in the LARP community, and that is character death. Now, if you have never experienced character death, you're probably a bit confused as to what I mean, so let me explain a little. Character death is when a character in character passes away. Now, that doesn't mean that an actual player dies. It means that the character that they play dies somehow.
Our nominees for this category are T for Tinka with How to Start LARPing, our Adventuring Party for Costume Mistakes to Avoid, LARP 101, Darker LARPer for Taking Makeup Off for the Stars tutorial, as well as Living Anachronism with their video on how to pick your first LARP sword, as well as the Azrise video, So You Want to LARP, but 5 common obstacles for beginners. And our final nominee is LARP Legion with their video LARP Character Creation. These content creators have made a wide variety of different videos about how to get involved with LARP. However, only one of them could be our winner for today. Drum roll please on the most inspiring how to LARP video. T for Tinka! And let's take a look at that most inspiring how to LARP content.
Hi guys, this is Tinka, and today we're gonna have another video about LARP. So I did a poll on my community page asking what LARP related videos people might be interested in, and the most voted one was LARP 101, How to Begin LARPing. I wanted this to be like a chill video. I have my tea, I have my witch hat, I have my new camera. So before we jump into it, I have a handful of disclaimers. One is that I have been LARPing for 2 years, but one of those years was a plague year. So I only have 1 year of actual experience. My second disclaimer is that this is for in-person LARPing. I know that there's been a trend these days of doing like virtual LARPing on like TikTok. I don't know much about that. I'm definitely interested in that, but that's not something which I will be talking about today. Third is that this is for local, like campaign LARPs. I know there are some like big fancy LARPs, which would be different, I think, of finding them. So this is kind of like the casual, you go once a month, once every couple months, and have a continuous story and a continuous character. Part 1 is going to be how to find a LARP. Part 2 is how to prep for your first game. And Part 3 is going to be some extra tips from my friends who have been LARPing for a little longer than I have. Another thing I want to say is that I have a friend who has been doing kind of like a LARP 101 series on TikTok. I would highly suggest you check her out. I'll put her information here and in the description. I think her online thing is like Jax in the Box. She's also an amazing singer. Right, so with all of that, let's jump into it.
And now for our next category, most inspiring LARP meta account. And for those of you who aren't savvy on the internet, meta is our Facebook or Instagram profiles. Our nominees are Abby Pop, T Dracula, Momo O'Brien, Delore Creates, and Mads Colvin. So sorry for butchering your name, Mads. And the winner of this category is Abby Pop for most inspiring LARP meta account. If you take a look at Abby Pop's account, there are many instructional videos on how to make different leather crafting goods, as well as different inspirational photos about how to make your LARP costume more your own. Abby Pop has a YouTube channel as well as a TikTok that gives you more information about the wonderful LARP content that they create, as well as their adventures at Disney World. The most inspiring LARP meta account is a noteworthy accomplishment as it spans 2 different platforms, and Abby Pop was the winner for both Instagram and Facebook. So congratulations to you, Abby Pop.
Work all night, gonna drink a rum.
Character loading 100% complete. Start. You've picked Gadget. Gadget is known for her glitching. Watch out as
Thank you so much, Abby, for all your contributions to the LARP community, and congratulations on winning Most Inspiring LARP Meta Account. Our next category is Most Inspiring LARP Article. So I'm very pleased and very grateful for everyone who added contributions to this category, as well as it is just so wonderful that we have the ability to read and explore all the different concepts, methods, and ways to LARP. For example, our first nominee being Playing Nasty Characters by Elin and published by Nordic LARP. The second one being Play to Lift, Not to Lose, Nordic LARP, also published by Suzanne. Living the Dream, LARP as a Transformative Practice by Cole Ford, and Taking Spotlight Responsibility by Erica Skirpan. And with that, I will give you our winner. Congratulations to Erica Skirpan for winning Most Inspiring LARP Article. And the article was Taking Spotlight Responsibly. For most of their lives, responsible and generous LARPers have been told, don't be too much in the spotlight. Share the stage. Play to lift others. It's not about you. It's about everyone. We spend so much time coaching generous players. It's given most of us a complex around those times that we do enter the spotlight. However, every story needs a hero. Most good tales have main characters and supporting roles. Just because you are taking the spotlight in a story doesn't mean you can't be a supporting role to someone else's. Even more so in a good LARP, there are many stories going on that there is room for many people to have the spotlight at any given point in time. It's important that we stop chastising ourselves for taking up attention while in scenes at LARP. Spotlight play, done respectfully, can help enhance everyone's game, not just your own. Congratulations again, Erica Skirpan, for winning Most Inspiring LARP Article. And for all of those who are at home, I would highly recommend going to Erica Skirpan's website, The Spaces Between Stories, and reading all of the articles about different LARP methods and stories that have happened with exploring the different kinds of plays and mechanics. I really respect Erica Skirpan so much because of how they are able to incorporate different mechanics on negotiations as well as collaboration tools for their community. With that being said, I will leave this facilitator and excellent writer slide and move on to our next category. Now, for Most Inspiring LARP Film and Documentary. Now, before we announce the nominees, I would like to acknowledge something to the Academy and our audience here today. The genre of LARP film is small. The genre of LARP documentary is small as well, and there were not very many votes, so there are a few fillers in here. And as well as I will say that the works themselves were observed by the Academy and the creator of the Academy, Kaza Marie herself, and there is some bias on who should win this category, and the Academy acknowledges that. With that being said, our nominees are Role Models, The Haunting of Grey Manor, Alice's Adventure at Wizard School, and LARPing Saved My Life. And now, the winner of Most Inspiring LARP Film or Documentary is, drumroll please, The Haunting of Grey Manor! Woo! Congratulations to The Haunting of Grey Manor for winning Most Inspiring LARP Film or Documentary. Who would have guessed? I will say that there was only one vote in this category. And I am grateful to the person who nominated it. Thank you so much. I will not say that there is an acceptance speech. I will save that for the VOD later, but I will say that it was not just myself that created this film. Though I'm the primary contributor for editing and storyboarding, I will say that this video and film came together through the contributions of many content creators. Seen in the screenshot before us is Mochi, and as we go into the content itself as a little preview, you will see the contributions from a few different content creators that were unable to attend the LARP but still wanted to contribute to our storytelling. I just want to thank everybody who was a part of the Grey Manor film. There were so many people that put their hands in it, from either donating financially so that we could go to the event, or to the contributions and media assets that people submitted after the event was over. Thank you all so much again for everything related to Grey Manor. It was such a blast making it, and I really look forward to the next time I'm able to do another video like this. Let's just take a quick peek at the content that won this category.
Do we need to be more formal or anything? Felicity and we went to the same school. Should I, introduce myself? My name is Claude Aguillard. I am 29 years old. Felicity was much more passionate about journalism. Always talked about covering something, you know, big one day. She never returned. It was like she was gone. No one knew what happened to her. Not even the authorities could give me any updates on the situation. And no one until now even asked what happened to Felicity. Wait, do you know what happened to her?
Do you want me to mention the Grey Manor theory about how she went missing at the...
No, that's just an urban legend. I don't think we need to add it in.
No, stick to what the police have said.
Yeah, official reports only.
Okay. Does my hair look okay?
Yeah?
I should get the Rachel. I'm really hoping Ross and Rachel get back together. I really liked them. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, we're rolling.
You want to do a walking one?
Yeah, still walking one. Sure.
Today, in 1967, a young woman by the name of Felicity Graves went missing in this town of Cape Cod. Police have still found no trace of her whereabouts.
We started hearing her on the radio and stuff.
You heard her on the radio?
Yeah, like just switching to random channels. I think she got like a pirate radio station or something, because you can hear her on the statics.
If you have any information about Felicity Graves or her whereabouts, please contact the Cape Cod Police Department. Back to the studio.
And thank you so much to everybody again who contributed to The Haunting of Grey Manor. The reason why I felt so comfortable actually letting this film win the category is because so many people contributed to this video happening. So for all of the people who were a part of The Haunting of Grey Manor, this nomination is for all of you and this win is for all of you. So congratulations to everybody, all of the actors, creators, organizers, facilitators, storytellers, all of you who are in the credits of the film. This is for you guys, and I'm so happy that I can honor all of you in this way, and I hope that we're all able to make content like this again someday. And our next category is Most Inspiring LARP Series. Our nominees are LARP the Series, Empire in Flames, Neverland the LARP Sitcom, and Basic Adventuring 101. And the winner is Basic Adventuring 101! Woohoo! Congratulations on winning Most Inspiring LARP Series. One of the things that I found very inspiring about this LARP content is that it was created by a LARP creator and pretty much had all of LARP put into it. I loved seeing LARP being done in a more wholesome group instead of the larger groups, and it was so wonderful watching the characters from the perspective of a LARPer. So I had a really great time watching this series as it was coming out, and it is a classic within my heart. So congratulations, Basic Adventuring 101, on your winning of the Most Inspiring LARP series. Now, let's take a look at the content that was found most inspirational.
The story we have created showcases both the reality and the imagination of the players. We focus on Karen, a new LARPer whose actions have doomed her new friends in the LARP world. She is tricked by an old woman into opening a Pandora's box of terrifying evil. It's up to her and her new friends to rid the taint of destruction and save the world. Along for the ride is Karen's older sister Sarah, enjoying the mayhem, veteran player Tony, who is just trying to keep the group together, Will, a bitter yet valiant fighter who doesn't like to lose, Abigail, the enthusiastic role player, and Brian, the game master pulling all the strings.
I am definitely the enthusiastic LARPer or storyteller. I love Basic Adventuring 101 because every time I watch it, I kind of see one of my friends at a LARP event in one of the characters, as well as it is very easy for me to just imagine that I'm at that LARP myself because of their costuming and the environment. I also really love Kristen Brumley's story, or I really love Kristen's stories. Oh, that is hard to say. Kristen's name is Story, guys. Or her last name is Story. So it's hard to say. Kristen's stories are very inspirational, and I love the personal touch that she has as director and writer of this show. So thank you so much to Basic Adventuring 101 for your contributions to the LARP community, and hopefully we'll hear from you again. And that is our winner for the Most Inspiring LARP series. Now, let us continue to our next category. This one is for Best LARP Resource. I will say there were many submissions on this category and only a few received enough votes to be placed in our top 4. Our winners are, oh goodness, our nominees are the As Rye, LARPing in Color, Skill Tree, and Kaza Marie's Post-LARP Event Care Questionnaire. Drum roll please on our winner for Best LARP Resource. The winner is LARPing in Color. LARPing in Color is a wonderful resource for any LARP organization that needs help finding ways to diversify their LARP organization or find practices on how to unlock their unconscious or how to undo their unconscious biases when approaching LARP design. LARPing in Color's website says, LARPing in Color, let's change that together by normalizing practices that bring attention to the lack of representation and inclusion in LARP tabletop and other interactive storytelling mediums. We can encourage more diversity. If we proactively educate the creators that build fantasy, sci-fi, and other fictional worlds, we can create an environment that encourages and supports marginalized groups. The first step starts with your choice to pay attention. Get involved, educate yourself, and expect higher standards from game organizers. LARPing in Color strives to provide free resources for representation, a directory of diversity coaches, and quick tips on ways you can make your local LARP more inclusive. My favorite thing about LARPing in Color are the monthly webinars that they host on unconscious biases, and really they have a wheelhouse of resources and different webinars that they host about the different tools that you can apply towards your LARP design and your LARP community. I highly encourage any LARP organizer out there who is struggling to find resources about how to diversify their LARP to reach out to LARPing in Color. Again, they have free resources, they have paid roles for the individual in their directory, for the individuals in their directory. So definitely reach out to them and review their resources. They also have a Discord that you can join and talk to others who are trying to collaborate and learn. Thank you, LARPing in Color, for all of your contributions to the LARPing community. And I see you and I see all the hard work that each one of your team is doing, and my heart goes out to each one of you. Thank you for everything that you do, and if you ever need anything from us LARPing in Color, please let us know. And congratulations on winning Best LARP Resource. Our next category is the Creator category. This category is specifically for the individuals who make the content. These are the people who go to the events with the cameras in their hands and dodge swords and arrows as they try to get the try to get the content that inspires you all to join in on all of the fun. There are many content creators out there, and while I wish I could have recognized and acknowledged each one of them, there's so little time for us to do this, and perhaps next year maybe we'll just spend a whole weekend celebrating each other. That would be my dream. But until then, we have our Kaza Creator Awards ceremony, and this is our creator category. And let's take a look at our first nominees. This award is for Innovative LARP Photographer. We have Oliver Facey, Eric Dubé, Mads Calvin, and Tom Garnett. I've seen each one of these talented photographers' works and have not been photographed by all of them, but I promise you one day I shall. It would be an honor. However, there can only be one winner for this evening, and let's take a look to see which one of our nominees is the most innovative LARP photographer. The award goes to Oliver Facey. Congratulations on winning Innovative LARP Photographer. Your portraits tell the stories of the LARPers and characters in them. While browsing your catalog, I could see the delight and joy in the eyes of your subject, while also admiring the pieces of costuming that helped me clue in on their characters. Your photography stands out amongst your peers, and I truly wish you a congratulations on winning Most Innovative LARP Photographer. Our next category is Innovative LARP Makeup Artist. These different LARP content creators create LARP about all sorts of different kinds of makeup. However, only one of them can win Most Innovative LARP Makeup Artist. Our nominees are the Az Rai, Darker LARPer, and Mia Shinda. Each one of these creators I've looked up to in many ways to help me figure out which way that I wanted to go with my makeup, or tips and tricks on how to put it on or take it off. I really love each one of these creators, and unfortunately only one of them can win. So with that, let's see who our winner is for this category. Mia Shinda for Most Innovative LARP Makeup Artist. Congratulations, Mia, on your you are extremely talented, and we loved all of the work that you contributed with your kitsune cat costume. It was incredibly, it just blew my mind, because not only did you work in a way to be able to move your mouth, but the eyebrows, everything, just it really stood out. So thank you so much, Mia Shinda, for your contributions to the LARP community with your innovative LARP makeup artistry. And our next category is Innovative LARP Costume Designer. This one was tough. I had to review many different pieces of costuming and put them under the microscope to see what kind of needle and stitch work was happening, as well as for one of these creators, what kind of LED lights was going on underneath of that sheer fabric. While one of these nominees has opened themselves up for commissions, one of them exclusively makes content for them, or makes costumes for themselves. And however, there can only be one winner of the Innovative LARP Costume Designer. And I will just say it was very hard to pick between these three, as their costuming is very different from one another, which makes them incredibly innovative. So while there is only one winner for this category, know that each one of these nominees made it very difficult for me to decide between them. So our nominees for Innovative LARP Costume Designer are T. Dracula, Sonic the Hedge Fund, and Moss and Spindle. Our winner for this category is Sonic the Hedge Fund! Woo! Congratulations on winning Innovative LARP Costume Designer! Your costumes have really inspired me, and I know have inspired many based on the views that I see you get on TikTok. I am so proud of the work that you make because it is just really just out there inspiring so many people to try new things, and I love how fast you're able to make your costumes as well as all of the thoughtful design elements that you put into it. And let's just be honest, those LED lights, I can't stop dreaming about them. So congratulations, Sonic the Hedge Fund. Your content stands out completely from your competitors, and it is truly inspirational to see how you invite people to take the journey with you as you create these costumes. Thank you for all of your contributions, and congratulations on winning the Innovative LARP Costume Designer Award. And now for our next category. Innovative LARP Weapon or Prop Designer. We did not receive many votes for this category. However, the nominees that made it in were pretty much it. Our nominees are Calamisil, Abby Pop, and the Azrai. Each one of these individuals have their own style of making weapon design, or has their own style of making LARP weapons or props. And that is why we recognize them as innovative, because they have something special that they have to offer to the world. Calamisil offers one of the highest quality LARP products on the market that consistently is able to withstand all sorts of damage, and they're able to branch out to all LARPers in the world with their product service on their website. Abby Pop invites many people to join her as she explores leatherworking and shows you how to make the pieces yourself. The Azrai welcomes all LARPers and immersive experience enthusiasts to join them as they create immersive experiences within their home and spaces, finding personal details and touches to illuminate the spaces they create in. These creators are truly inspiring. However, only one of them can win the Most Innovative LARP Weapon and Prop Designer. And with that, our winner for this category is Innovative LARP Weapon and Prop Designer goes to the Azrai. Their contributions to the LARP community include how I make stained glass window films, as well as on their YouTube channel you can find a series of how-to videos on different props and weaponry. If you take a look at their TikTok channel, you will also see that there are lots of innovative ways to interact with them via roleplay on TikTok. The Azrai has innovative LARP weapon design and prop design and takes you on the journey with them as they build these wonderful and wild creations. If you are looking to immerse yourself in a LARP event or just want to brighten up a room, you can look at the Azrai's content for lots of wonderful prop design tips and tricks. Our next category is the Innovative LARP Videographer. We have 3 nominees in this category. Each one of them has trekked the battlefield with a camera, getting into the trenches of drama while attempting to capture all of the stories that are happening in between. Our nominees are Ren Out of Time, Kaza Marie, and David Coyle. Once again, I will say that each one of these contributors has gotten deep and dirty in the LARP sphere and has contributed to making sure that the scenes that happen in these LARP events are captured for all time. And with that, I will say there is only one of these people that can win Most Innovative LARP Videographer. And our winner is Ren Out of Time! Woo! Congratulations, Ren, on winning the Innovative LARP Videographer Award. I know firsthand how much you put in effort to make sure all of the shots were had during a LARP event that only lasted 6 hours and we had to be in full costume. You chased me up and down many, many stairs and even got on your back to get the photo that we see here today. So congratulations, Ren, on winning Innovative LARP Videographer. I am so proud of everything that you do in the LARP space, as well as everything that you're doing in the Twitch and podcast spaces. I love your content and I love you, and thank you so much for all of the journeys that you've gone on with me, and I look forward to all of our adventures together, whether you're filming them or not. But thank you so much, Ren, for all of your videography work, and I will be calling you soon. And our next category is Most Impactful LARP Creator Under 5K. Now, this category was a little hard to navigate. I had to go through everyone's social blue book, as well as do a little research on my own to find the creators that had the specific number to reach this category. These were submitted by people in many different LARP communities through our survey, and after our judges got back, we were able to have one of them be our winner. The nominees are Our Adventuring Party, Fantasy LARPer, Scamps Cam, and Delore Creates. And now for our winner for Most Impactful LARP Creator Under 5K. Delore Creates! Congratulations, Lore, on winning Most Impactful LARP Creator Under 5K. And it is so wild to think that you are under 5K. I've been watching your content journey for some time now, and you are one of the creators that inspires me the most to try new things, as well as to embrace different aspects of my personality that I usually don't try on. So I really do look to Delore's content for inspiration, and looking at these photos now, we are going to have to get a Hobbit party going on sometime. But congratulations, Lore, on winning the Most Impactful LARP Creator Under 5K. Our next category is... Now, this category was a very, very difficult one to consider. The most impactful LARP creator is somebody who has influenced people in the LARP space in a deep and profound way. This creator is someone who has changed how we look at LARP and how we interact with LARP. The most impactful LARP creator is also somebody who has given to the LARP community and has not gotten much back. And I think that each one of our nominees has experienced the change of what it is to be a creator in this space, and has seen how you can be embraced by a community but also see the more grim side of the community when you are not embraced by them. So these content creators, our nominees here, have all gone through their own LARP trenches to get you the content that you've seen on the internet. Our nominees are Abby Pop, The Azrai, Momo O'Brien, and Uh-Oh Burns. And the winner for the Most Impactful LARP Creator Award goes to Momo O'Brien. Momo O'Brien has been creating content about live-action roleplay for as many years as I can remember there being LARP content on the internet. Personally, Momo herself has inspired me to try on new things and embrace my inner femininity in these spaces. Momo continues to portray many different characters and emotions and document her journey in these spaces in an innovative way that inspires many different people to join LARP communities. Momo is someone that I look up to and admire so much, and the reason why I felt that she deserved to win this award tonight is because when I first started making videos about LARP, Momo was my first friend on YouTube. Momo encouraged me to keep making videos, and Momo was a resource for me to learn how to create videos and to get better. I could not wait until the day I got to meet her, and then finally when we did, we were best friends from there on out. Her encouragement continues to inspire me to be my best self, as well as her adventures in the LARP space inspire me to try my own. And I am so proud of everything that Momo has made and contributed to the internet. And with this ceremony, I really hope that she sees just how much her contributions to the LARP community have changed people's lives. So thank you so much, Momo, for everything that you've done for live action roleplay, that you do for immersive experiences, and how you continue to inspire all of our lives. Congratulations, Momo, on winning the Most Impactful LARP Creator Award. And with this final category in the creator category, we're going to move on to our final category of the evening. And this is the organization category. Thank you for the good times. Now, we couldn't take up too much time in our award show to thank every single LARP organization that's ever existed. There is other award shows for that. We are simply a content creating LARP award show, and we wanted to stay in our wheelhouse. However, I did want to recognize that we could not create this content without the wonderful organizations that have invited us to create within them. So with that, this category emerged, and we have a few LARP communities and non-LARP communities to recognize for allowing people to create in their spaces. So with that being said, I will move on. King Heron Events, Lands of Exile LARP, Peculiar Crossroads Production, Armistice Arcane, and Principatory Design Agency for Inside Hamlet. And the winner for Most Remarkable LARP Organization, as recognized by the Kaza Awards Academy, is Peculiar Crossroads for their production Armistice Arcane. Armistice Arcane was a private LARP event hosted in New Orleans by the Peculiar Crossroads team. Armistice Arcane is one of my favorite LARP organizations, and I wanted to recognize them as the most remarkable LARP organization from this academy because of their contributions to LARP as a whole. There are resources on their website that allows you to explore what kind of LARP you are interested in, as well as the documents that they provide about their LARPs are incredibly informative about what kind of experience you're going to have. I really enjoy the way that the Peculiar Crossroads team takes their character stories and interweaves them with other character stories. They have a special way of finding what it is that you hope to accomplish at a LARP and making it happen. I've worked with them for many years, and they've supported my efforts in the LARP communities for those years as well. I'm so grateful for everything that the Peculiar Crossroads team does for live action roleplay here in the US, with their contributions and introductions of American Freeform, or at least putting a title on it so that we knew what the heck we were talking about when we were doing it. But I truly love the Peculiar Crossroads team and highly encourage anyone to check them out when their next events go public. So thank you so much, Peculiar Crossroads, and congratulations on winning the Remarkable LARP Organization Award. And now our final award for the evening. This is the Remarkable Non-LARP or Immersive Experience. Our nominees are the War of Worlds, the Immersive Experience in the UK, Moonshine Saloon Cocktail Bar in the UK, and an honorable mention for the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser in the US for Disney trying to make their own LARP and, like all LARPs, low-key failing. And with that, the winner of this category is the Moonshine Saloon. Their innovation with their cocktail bar created an experience where people can come in and have a time in a saloon, an old Western saloon. The drinks are themed, and there's plenty of fun and storytelling to get involved with while you sit down and enjoy the company of your companion. The Moonshine Saloon is in the UK, and you can find more information about it just search in the web. Unfortunately, I have not made it to the Moonshine Saloon. However, I have seen a very informative video by my pal Momo O'Brien that discusses her adventure at the Moonshine Saloon. With that, that is all of our awards for the night. There is one final thing for us to discuss. One final acknowledgement that is important that I mentioned earlier in our show, and that is for all the stars in between. Let's take a moment to recognize all the wonderful people who make LARP more interesting with their contributions. There have been many people throughout my time at Live Action Roleplay who have uplifted my stories or uplifted me by picking me up for an event or getting me an extra pair of socks. There are so many all-stars and MVPs that change LARP as a whole just by existing and being a part of it. LARP communities are what make LARP happen, and there's no way to monetize that when you just have good-hearted people trying to impact the lives of other good-hearted people. The stories we tell might not be unique, they might be the stories that we've seen in movies or read in books, but they are the stories that make us all come to life and shine like the bright stars in the sky. Thank you so much, everybody who contributed their stories and their mentions for the all-stars in between. Really, it is just so wonderful to take a moment to recognize everyone's contributions at LARP, from the storytellers, facilitators, designers, content creators, the players themselves, everybody in between. We are all telling these stories together, and it is so wonderful to have everyone be a part of that. Thank you so much for joining me for the Kaza Creator Awards. It was such a blast to recognize, honor, and celebrate all of the talented creators out there who are making content about live action roleplay. And thank you guys for joining me for this silly award show. You know, there have been many award shows like the Oscars, the Met Gala. I don't even know if that's an award show, but there are just so many celebrations out there honoring all the different kinds of creators, and I really did just want to take a moment to honor all of you and to tell you how proud I am of all of the work that you've done. It is not easy to do the work that we do for the LARP community, and I really recognize that, and I know it can be hard to continue to make content when there are people that either don't want you to be filming them or there isn't a LARP in your area. But I really just hope that you'll see that there are so many of us out there creating, and that you will just keep creating and you'll keep trying to tell your story, and you'll get out there and you'll show the world what LARPing is all about. I also hope some of you will be inspired to make LARP videos or to make LARP films, so that there are more LARP films in the film category next year. Now, you guys wanted to see the dress, right? It's all about the dress. I'll give you guys a little peek. Now we can really party, now that the award show's over. Oh goodness, I almost didn't sit in the chair. Almost fell, guys. That would have been a perfect award show, right? If I actually fell. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will say there were a few of you, we didn't get a lot of people who voted for the Kaza Creator Awards, but a few of you nominated me, and I skipped over a few of those nominations because it felt a little weird giving myself an award for my own award show. So I will say there was one, you guys did vote for me to win the best or the most inspiring LARP streamer award for Twitch, and I am really grateful for that. And it was very biased because you guys were already here. Thank you guys so much for this night, and I love you all. I'm so grateful that we were able to take this moment to celebrate and honor all the creators out there. If you know a content creator, somebody who's out there making TikTok, someone who's making DIY videos, posting their pictures on Pinterest, please share their content, or let them know if you like their content, engage with it, share it, do whatever you can just to uplift them and the things that they're making, because it can really change their lives. It changes my life every time one of my friends gives me like a little thumbs up or says, I like that look, you know, it encourages me and keeps me going. So if you have a friend out there who's a content creator, give them a little bit of encouragement, give them a big hug next time you see them, and next time they ask you to star in their film, say yes. But thank you guys so much for joining me for tonight. I am just so happy. There will be an after party in Discord. I don't know if anybody's ready for some Mobile Legends, but I'll tell you what, I am.